Get ready to see why goats are the unsung heroes of the dairy and fashion world. Creamy goat cheese and cashmere sweaters as soft as clouds and warm as a hug are the rewards of raising and caring for hundreds of goats on farms. So, what does the process of taking care of a goat from a baby to an adult include? Join us on a magical journey from adorable goats grazing on lush green pastures to luxurious fashion and culinary products. The domestic goat, Capra hircus, was first domesticated in the Fertile Crescent of Southwest Asia and Eastern Europe around 10,000 years ago. This made it one of the first animals to be domesticated. The domestic goat was descended from the wild Bezoar goat. The domestication occurred in Iran, southeastern Anatolia, and eastern Turkey. Goats spread rapidly worldwide through trade, warfare, and migration. Neolithic farmers began to herd wild goats primarily for easy access to milk and meat, as well as to their dung, which was used as fuel. Historically, goat hide has been used for water and wine bottles in both traveling and transporting wine for sale and to produce parchment. In 2022, there were more than 1.1 billion goats living in the world, of which 150 million were in India. The spacious pastures on large farms provide ample room for goats to exercise and graze naturally. This not only improves their physical health, but also strengthens their immune systems. By implementing rotational grazing, farmers ensure a continuous supply of fresh, nutritious grass while minimizing environmental impact. Goats are really sensitive to the weather and their shelter space. In places with freezing winters, barns need to be super insulated to keep them cozy. But in hot climates, you need good ventilation to keep the air cool and fresh. Cramming them together causes stress, fights, and makes it easy for diseases to spread. Goat herders often let their goats graze together in groups. Besides these plant-based foods, grains like corn and oats, as well as bran, can provide them with the energy and protein they need to stay healthy and strong. Female goats are highly fertile, giving birth to 1 to 3 kids per litter. The kids are usually born healthy and are able to stand up and suckle immediately after birth. During the birthing process, the farmer needs to monitor closely to support the mother goat promptly. After about a week, the kids can be separated into small groups for easier management and milk feeding. Once separated, the farmer can thoroughly inspect each kid for health problems such as unhealed navels, diarrhea, birth defects, and tagging. Separating pens also helps limit the spread of disease between goats. Once dairy goats are all grown up and ready to make milk, it's time to start milking them. But first, things need to be super clean. Farmers carefully wash the cow's udders with special cleaners to keep the milk safe. Then, the goats are brought to a special area just for milking. This area has individual stalls for each goat. These stalls hold the cows safely and comfortably while they're being milked, making it easy for the farmers to reach their udders. Goats produce about 2% of the world's total annual milk production. Dairy goats produce an average of 540 to 1,180 kilograms of milk during an average lactation period of 284 days. Goat milk can contain 3.5% to 5% butterfat, depending on the breed. The process of making goat cheese is also very interesting. First, the milk will be heated to a temperature of about 32 to 35 degrees Celsius. Then the cheese culture solution and salt will be added and stirred. Once the mixture has coagulated, it will be scooped into tube-shaped cheese molds to shape and drain. In addition to the traditional fatty taste, goat cheese is also rolled through some spices such as black pepper, thyme, garlic, chili, and fennel seeds to enhance the flavor. Goat cheese has a unique taste. It's often described as fresh and mild, with a hint of tartness. You can find it in all sorts of dishes, from simple salads and sandwiches to more complex pizzas. Getting goat hair for cashmere is a much more involved process. You see, goats have this incredibly soft and thick undercoat that's highly valued for making cashmere. In April or early May, goat herds begin harvesting the hair from the goats' necks and backs. They gently brush the goats, and the soft, downy hair collects on the combs. The goat hair is graded based on length, fineness, and color. The longer and finer the hair, the higher the quality of the cashmere. When it reaches the factory, the hair is cleaned to remove impurities such as grass, dirt, and coarse hairs. The hair is combed several times to separate the hairs and remove short fibers. The hairs are then stretched and twisted to form cashmere yarn. Cashmere can be woven by machine or by hand. Hand weaving creates fabrics with more unique patterns and textures. Designers create cashmere garments that emphasize comfort, warmth, and luxury. Cashmere feels amazing against your skin. It's unbelievably soft, like velvet. It doesn't fade easily and keeps its shape wash after wash. Cashmere clothing is a worthy investment for those who love luxury and comfort.